to sit by the fire and watch some nice holiday movies this year, so I asked my Discord to give me a bunch of holiday or winter-themed movies, and I would pick 31 at random and review them. I'm not a movie reviewer, just a fish that likes watching movies, and these are just my fishy opinions. And next up is, we got three versions of A Christmas Carol before the event ends. You know, I've never actually seen this one, so let's check it out. Directed by David Jones in 1999, this movie stars Sir Patrick Stewart as Ebenezer Scrooge, a greedy old man who one night is visited by his deceased business partner, Jacob Marley. Marley warns him if he does not change his ways, he will end up just like him, a lost, tormented soul forced to walk the earth in chains. He is visited by three spirits on the night of Christmas for the worst version of Scared Straight. You know, I've seen A Christmas Carol so many times now, I'm beginning to be able to quote it in versions I haven't seen yet. Nearly all of them are line for line in some parts. It just shows how hard some of these lines go. This version of A Christmas Carol is played pretty straightforward to the original story. One addition I haven't really seen other adaptions do though is starting with the funeral of Jacob Marley. It really shows the similarities between him and Scrooge and just how close Scrooge is to going down that road. Sir Patrick Stewart is definitely a highlight. His acting is fantastic and brings such a strong character to Scrooge. This is definitely one of the more dramatic renditions of Scrooge I've seen. It skirts the line of horror pretty well without going too far into it, and it really lets you see some of the different parts of Scrooge as a character. The costume and set design is really good and spot on. I love all the subtle things about it. Despite certain acting choices being over the top on purpose, there's a lot of subtle choices as well in this adaptation that really make it stand out. Scrooge is more toned down in his transformation than what I've seen him be in some other adaptions. He's still jolly and laughing a lot, but he does a lot of small things like going to church and not understanding that he needs to remove his hat. It's nice little changes to show that he's starting to change and growing and trying to accept the change wholeheartedly. Also, I love Cratchit grabbing the poker like a weapon when Scrooge is nice to him. That's really funny, actually. Some of the effects are really dated. I noticed this the most in some of the more supernatural scenes. The pacing can also be a little slow at certain moments and can drag on. Some of the supporting cast feels a bit flat in their acting. Not bad, just more muted when it comes to Scrooge in scenes. This film really relies on the main performance, which works. It's a good movie. There's not much about this movie, however, that really sets it apart from other versions of A Christmas Carol, apart from the incredible lead performer. Still, it's a good adaptation and worth a watch if you're wanting to see A Christmas Carol. I'm giving this one a jingle all the way.